Get ready to rumble as the Naked City lineup comes out fighting. In the red corner, all the way from Derry in Northern Ireland, Ream. And in the blue corner from Manchester, it's reigning champions Oasis. Officiating at ringside, roving ravecaster Smiley. Limbering up in the locker room, it's Tori Amos. Splash it all over with Rep Rock. Punchlines from Collins and Maconie. At ringside, Des Ray. And against the ropes, Mystery Guest. Naked City, it's a knockout. A lineup to make you all doubtless a little bit giddy, dizzy, dozy, beaky, Mick and Titch. What?
It certainly is, Vaughn. I feel all in a spin.
Well, twist and turn a while yet longer, Catlin, because now, here in the studio, the Dukes of Dance, Ream.
We're reaching out for something special. Our minds may never know. It's the kind of place we dream and then let go. Oh, please. I'm okay, you alright, just the same every night. Living for the here now. Yeah, yeah. I love it, you love it, we love it, let it go. Come on and take me. Come on and take me. Take me away. Come on and take me. Come on and take me away. Take me away to a better place for me. Sometimes it's better to die than to live, so I will not miss all the hurt I feel around me. These eyes have ever seen, and the lines between those words we seldom read. I mean, we're not. I'm okay, you alright, just the same every night. Living for the here now. I love it, you love it, we love it, let it go. Come on and take me. Come on and take me. Come on and take me away. Come on, take me away. Come on and take me. Come on and take me away. Come on and take me away. I'm living today. Just like every day. Come take me. Come on, take me. Come on and take me away. Come on, take me. 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 Come on,
Top stuff, chaps. Whoops. And if you fancy half an hour of Ream, please watch our sister show, Butt Naked. Ream will also be playing live in the show, and Catlin will be talking to Peter up there. Actually, it's the last show of Butt Naked, so that's profoundly saddening, isn't it?
Bonnie, don't be upset. Don't be upset. No, first of all, things can only get better. And secondly, every cloud has a silver lining, and in the case of our next report, it's a hi-ho silver lining.
That's right, Catelyn. Over the last 8 weeks, I've delved into just about every cult in the musical universe.
You've never really been able to relate to any of them, have you, Vaughnie?
Until now. And that's the wonder of Show 9. Have a little gander at this.
When you work on a quality music programme, you get sent a lot of CDs. Funny thing is, I dismissed them all, in favour of this.
Top Gear's 36 classic driving tracks, a compilation album from the fast lane of rock, featuring Tina Turner, Boston, Thin Lizzy and many, many more, all handpicked by Mr. Top Gear himself, me old chum, Jeremy Clarkson.
All right, Clarky.
Vaughnie, you nearly had me there, mate.
I nearly did.
Ooh, that was close.
Congratulations on your album. Fantastic.
Top stuff, innit?
How'd you get about choosing the records that are on it?
Well, the thing is, right, your rep, your driver, who it's aimed at, he needs to get from A to B quickly. Now, most albums, it's slow track, fast track, he's all over the place.
Oh, the album keeps rocking, Clarky.
Your fleet manager, who's running the rep, he should be issuing this album standard issue with the coat hanger.
These are my musical brethren. These are people who love the music I love. You love the music
Yeah, I do. Old, sad rock.
Yeah, adult-orientated rock. Let's not mince words. Can you help me get into sort of Repsville?
Right, mate, first things first, sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Rain or shine, you need shades on, okay? And we need aviators.
Okay.
Okay? That is what you need, mate.
Okay, beautiful.
Grip bar. Get them on.
How they look?
Superb.
Okay.
Let's move. You are not going to make that sail with bad breath.
Right.
This is crucial.
Okay.
Keep it in the car at all times.
Okay.
And if you're going to stay fresh, some of those and... probably not.
Now, what about a good atlas? That must be essential.
Work of the devil, mate.
Really? What's that?
Up here, your route map.
Well, thanks, Clarky. I think that's probably everything, isn't it?
Nope. Vaughnie, there's one more thing. Your wheels, mate. A C-registered Renault 5 is just no good. Now, look. You get that on the stereo, get your jacket off, on a hanger, in the back, go for a burn.
Where am I going?
Well, the lads are all having a get-together.
Of course, last Friday in the month. So I just burned down the motorway, yeah?
Motorway. Fleet cheap, round the back here, B3547, left at the Crab and Lettuce where they do that beer and beef pie.
Well, I was lost. Mercifully, now I was part of the Rockin' Rep Brotherhood. Help was always round the corner and left at the lights.
Left at the Jolly Farmer.
Yeah.
Okay, and then go down the 3011.
At the next set of traffic lights, there's a Shell garage on your right-hand side. Okay, keep going left for about half a mile.
At last, I can't believe I'm finally here. Now to go and see Clarky and the chaps.
Johnny? All right, lads, how are you? Where are you bloody been, for God's sake?
I got really lost.
First left, and you got the
First left.
B425. 8623. The 623. Where? You can't even drive.
Whiskey, please.
Oh, hi, you Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a message from Clarky.
Clarky?
Yeah, he says, sorry about the directions, and unfortunately can't make it.
Oh, shit. Make that a large whiskey, please.
My day as a rocking rep was over, and with Clarky failing to show, the sheer tedium of route talk drove me to drink.
Time for bed. Well, this chick got up and she slapped Janet's face.
Taxi! Fulham, please.
What way we going? You know, I put straight this time and they Bolton Square, through Brompton Road down there.
No, I can't handle any more route decisions, mate. I just can't deal with them. I'll just walk.
Life in the fast lane. Time now for me to ask the question for the very first time tonight. Who's in the house? Who's in the house? It's Desiree! Fantastic. Oh, a bit of a match up there. That's fantastic. How are you?
Fine.
It's hot, isn't it, tonight?
My makeup.
Dang. What are you going to sing for us tonight?
I ain't moving.
I
ain't
Ladies and gentlemen, Desiree.
a friend loves you never so, love never ends, then why am I faced with so much anger, so much pain? Why should I hide? Why should I be ashamed? Time's much too short to be living somebody else's life. I walk with dignity, I step with pride, 'cause I ain't moving from my face, from my race, from my history. I ain't moving from my love. My peaceful love means too much to me. Loving self can be so hard. Honesty can be demanding. Learn to love yourself. It's a great, great feeling. 'Cause I ain't moving from my face, from my race, from my history. I ain't moving from love. My peaceful dove means too much to me. Loving self can be so hard. Honesty can be demanding. As far as I'm concerned, love should win the round. Do-ba-dee, do-ba-dum-dee, do-ba-dee-dee, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fantastic stuff. Marvellous stuff.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Were you in the choir at school?
I was.
Yeah? What was your favourite hymn?
That would have to be Morning Has Broken.
That's unbelievable. That was my favourite hymn.
Everyone likes Morning Has
Can you
Broken.
play that? Do you like Morning Has Broken? The old hymn. Do you
remember Morning Has Broken?
Here we go. Okay, all together. Here we go.
Morning has broken like the first morning.
Blackbird has spoken.
Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing.
Almost religious calm descends upon the naked city. I think it's a perfect moment for Smiley. Here we go.
Radio 1, how-do-you-do, Smiley? Radio 1 Roadshow. We're down at Greenwich, and we're here to check out some bands. Bad boys, eh? D-Root. You know what I mean, man? Radio 1 Roadshow. Thank you very much. Come on. And who are you here to see?
Oh, stop it.
Oh, what's going on? Why are those children screaming? I don't want to know. He's corrupting the youth. Yeah, you know,
it's because we're so good at painting.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, we'll
Because
paint
the top painters.
Yeah.
They're going to come round and decorate your living room later on. Oh, he's got a tongue like a toilet, though. Yeah. He's like an action man, you know. There's nothing down there. David, get your kit off.
Yeah, get your kit off. Get your dick out.
Get your dick out.
Flop it out. Bad boys. We love David. We love him.
Oh, bloody hell. Come here.
Right, Smiley.
Come here.
Yeah.
Was there anything to say anybody in particular? Bad Boys Inc., obviously.
Of course.
Oi, everybody, look at him!
Got a bogey, haven't we?
Got a bogey. Got them all embarrassed now. Hello, Marks.
How are you?
Smiley,
Right.
are you enjoying this?
It's a lot of fun, you know. They do say that Radio 1's audiences jerk off to the show.
See the effect I have on kids today? I've just been fainting all around me all afternoon. This is the last of Smiley's people for this series. Radio 1 Roadshow, Smiley down at Greenwich. See you later. Bye-bye. Oh, it's lovely, that, isn't it? Oh, it's all too much. Bye.
Smiley there. His head's a shed. And while we're still on the subject of genius and eccentricity, I was fortunate enough the other day to meet the extraordinary Tori Amos. Tori Amos's musical breakthrough came in Britain 3 years ago. Since then, this flame-haired hippie chick has set up semi-residence here. Part Red Indian, part Mother Earth, Tori Amos is totally bonkers.
A lot of people don't understand you at all and they say, you're mad. Do you think you're mad?
No. 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 I mean, I know that I'm a really loud redhead. I'm not interested in if other people think I'm mad or not. I do think that if the world was ending and we were all on a boat, that I would probably have some good marshmallows or something in my bag, and you'd probably want some.
Some of Tori's fans would certainly like to get their hands on her marshmallows. She's had her fair share of close shaves with sicko obsessives.
What are your fans like?
I got a letter from some guy in America that I get a few of these, and he is convinced that we need to get married, and he's going to read the Bible to me 18 hours a day. And he said there's some leather thongs that I'll have right by the chair in case you get too impatient with the readings, and I'll take good care of you so that you can be safe and secure in your chair. That's just a bit scary, and sometimes you can see it in their eyes a bit. There's just this, there's this thing, and you go, God, why couldn't they have joined Guns N' Roses? Because that's what they really wanted.
How do you cope with people like that?
Makes me feel like having a cup of tea with the devil. It's not such a scary thing at all. Tell me you're crazy, mate. One time I was in some country, and they were screaming at me to get off the stage. Schnell you, slut, schnell you, slut, schnell you, slut, schnell you, slut. And I said to them, if you want me on the stage, you're gonna have to shoot me. Now, I wouldn't say that in America, because somebody would. And I'm very aware that I could get my brains blown out. And I really don't want that to happen. But sometimes I do things that are a little stupid because I don't take into account how crazy people are.
Catlin there with Tori Amos, a cerebral double garage. In part 2, live music from Ream, laughter from Collins and his platonic male companion Maconie, Peter Cunnar tells all, mystery guess, and a stack of a bunch of a whole lot of things more. And to take us there, in a Show 9 break with tradition, here's the very much so Oasis!
I need to be myself. I can't be no one else. I'm feeling supersonic. Give me gin and tonic. You can have it all, but I always still want it. You make me laugh. Give me your autograph. And I ride with you in your BMW. You can sail with me in my yellow submarine. To find out, 'cause no one's gonna tell you what I'm on about. You need to find a way what you wanna say. But before tomorrow, as my friend said, take you out and sit in the car around alone. It's under a waterfall. Nobody can see it, nobody could ever.
Nowadays, computers can tune engines 6,000 times a minute. Each cylinder can have its own fuel injection system, accurate to 1,000th of a second. Suspensions can give cars a grip of iron and a ride like silk. And there are now anti-lock brakes, so advanced they can tell which wheel's on ice and which is on the rocks. You might expect this technology in a high-performance supercar, but as standard in a family saloon, you can with a Nissan, the 1994 Primera.
Beautiful princess, you have freed me from my spell. Now I shall take you as my bride, and we shall live together forever. I also have this fabulous castle set in the...
Well, who did you expect? Snow White?
Oh, how you doing? Is this the illegal chop shop?
Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop III.
We have all the time in the world. Time enough for life to unfold all the precious things love has in store. We have all the love in the world. If that's all we have, you will find we need nothing more. Only love.
Imperial Leather's range of shower gels, a little luxury in the privacy of your own home. Isn't that right, Mr. Trotter? Where's he gone?
Coming up in part 2 of Your Naked City, more live music from Ream, the Prince Collins and the Pauper Maconie, Peter Cunnar and Noel from Oasis chat to cat, and in They Might Be Giants, Maxi Jazz. The Naked City, it's rugby for sailors.
Catlin, do you notice that break with tradition then there, just before the break then there?
I did, Johnny. It was a veritable stunner to end with a band that we usually begin part 2 with.
Oh, yes, but they're vicious, you see. Look at that.
Ah!
No more snooker for him.
Or darts.
Or buffing the happy lamp. Anyway, here now, live and at a safe distance, the incredible Oasis!
Driving in my car with my friend Mr. Song, Mr. Green and Mr. Ben are living in my love. Shake around with me. Just don't know. I know you said I told you so. When you're happy and you're feeling fine, then you know that it's the right time. They knew now it was the right time. Shake it out with me. If the sound when I was just 16. Now we stopped the traffic lights, but only when they're green. Shake it out with me. Shake it out with me. Cheers.
Oasis there, the most talented band I've ever run away from. Now, they're fish and chips, they're cheese and macaroni. They're Gladys and her pips, they're Collins and Maconie with the Hipster's Guide.
Hello, and welcome to the Hipster's Guide, a weekly look at what's beveled and light refracting in the world of rock and roll.
You know what, Stuart? You say those words every week, but what exactly is rock and roll?
Funny you should ask, because tonight's Hipster's Guide is a look at the history of rock.
The quest for fire has fascinated mankind ever since he first crawled from the primordial swamps. Once he had harnessed its great creative and destructive potential, it was only a matter of time before we were all flying around on hover jetpacks and eating steak pie and chips in handy pill form.
You've missed out the blues.
Have I? Sorry.
In 1908, a young blues guitarist named Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil in return for the ability to go there, 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 there.
He was done.
Absolutely. Moreover, the blues had a baby, and they called it rock and roll.
Johnny Ramone and the Tub Thumpers were the first true rock and rollers.
With his greasy quiff, curled lip, and ability to go there, 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 slightly faster, he inflamed a generation. On TV, he could only be filmed from the waist upwards, for he wore no trousers.
The Beatles.
John,
Paul,
George,
Dozy,
Beaky,
Mick,
Ringo.
4 lads from Newcastle who shook the world with their medium-length hair and collarless jackets.
Absolutely. 117 consecutive #1 hits. For many years, they held the British freshwater bream record, but they couldn't stop the war in Vietnam.
Vietnam, what a downer. Thousands of young men sent into a treacherous jungle by a gung-ho US foreign policy hell-bent on scoring anti-communist points off the back of someone else's senseless civil war.
Even worse, protest singing was born. John Baez, Bob Dylan, Paul Hardcastle. They tried to ban the bomb with the whiny folk singing.
But they couldn't. The world teetered on the brink of nuclear holocaust. So, the New Romantics donned tea towels and spats and hid in a disco in London.
Meanwhile, in America, youths disenchanted with the sophisticated European pop of Vangelis, the Buggles, and 9 Below Zero turned to grunge rock.
No more well-cut Italian suits and fishtail parkas.
No way.
No way.
Now we could all look like window cleaners and sing songs about emptying the trash and flunking a whole semester of math.
Which brings us bang up to date. 1994, jungle techno, hardcore ambient, new wave and new wave, trad jazz, interactive CD-ROM.
Interactive CD-ROM, forget about him. You want to get yourself a Robert Johnson 20-disc box set, mate. The kids love it. There, 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 there. All the rage.
Oh, shit.
And from The Late Show, good night.
Good night.
Collins and Maconie there, funnier than Jamiroquai. Time now for me to ask the question for the second time tonight. Who's in the house?
Who's in the house?
It's Eddi Ream!
Hello.
How are you?
Ooh, lovely.
I tell you, it's hot out here tonight.
It's boiling.
It's close
it's
on the
boiling
rooftop.
hot, yeah.
It's close on the rooftop. What are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing Patience of Angels.
Patience of Angels. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddi Ream.
Hi.
Top of the bus, she thought she saw him wave. She saw Tuesdays and forgetfulness and a little the time when he saved. Does she know? I don't know. But from here I can tell that it would try. The patience of angels, it would try. The patience of angels. There's a door in a wall, in a house, in a street, in a town where no one knows her name. She's the patient. Does she know? I don't know, but from here I can tell there's a door in a wall, in a house, in a street, in a town where no one knows her name. There's a door in a wall, in a house, in a street where no one knows her name.
Excellent stuff. Sorry, palms are a bit sweaty. Fantastic. Eddi sounding wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so hot up here. We'd better hand over to Kat, and actually we're going to discuss the changing face of folk music. Meanwhile, here is Kat.
Johnny and Eddi Reed are there exchanging what is, I'm sure, the first of a million kisses. Now, every so often the fates take two unsuspecting musicians and bestow on them the blessing of fate, and instantly their life turns into a cavalcade of driving cars into bowls full of brown M&Ms and breaking girls' hearts and hotel bedrooms in roughly equal measures. And two people who know a lot about that is Noel from Oasis
How are you doing?
and Peter Cano from Ream.
How do you do?
Did I pronounce your name correctly?
You did, well done.
Score one. Now, first of all, we're going to do this as kind of like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting and say, how long have you been famous?
Since I just done that down there. About
You think that was the moment?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt, yeah. Because the music's good, isn't it? What's that?
We've been invaded by aliens.
definitely in the hot eyes here.
So what are the good points and bad points about being famous?
I don't know. Good points for the money. Bad points getting your photograph taken. No?
You don't like that?
No.
Is that why you always wear the shades?
No. I'm being sponsored by these people, you see.
Oh, right. Oh, that's another good point about the fact you get
Well,
sponsored
yeah.
to wear clothes. How has being famous affected your friends? I mean, for instance, Noel.
I haven't seen my mates for, don't know, about 6 months. Apart from the ones that work for us.
Oh, right.
So I wouldn't know. I don't know.
So do you get your friends working for you then so you can tour around in a big group instead of...
No, just so we can exploit them. The thing is, if we didn't have them working for us, when we were away, they'd be burgling our houses. So it's best to have them on the road with us. Innit, Chris?
Where is he? He's just walking over there with a television in his hand.
He's actually got your car stereo, actually.
In fact, he's ripping off the set. He's taking away half of the Naked City.
Get me some speakers,
That is the last show,
Yeah,
so they're
speakers,
entitled
they're
to.
taking the guitars and everything. They're going to strip the set.
It's quite fancy that, like, pot or whatever.
All right, well, I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to sort you out with a pot afterwards.
Yeah, I like pot.
Okay. Drug reference. There was an interview recently, was it in the NME, where where Liam said that he would sell his grandmother to be famous, and you started to fight about that.
But did you fix the price first?
No, that was me that said I'd tell my
Oh,
mother.
it was you?
It
Oh,
wasn't
right.
to be famous.
Now, what was it?
I'd sell her for rock and roll.
Oh, right. And would you, it's still now?
If I got a good price, yeah, I reckon.
How much, roughly, would you sell your grandmother for? Because I've got a price fixed in my head.
A couple of bottles of gin.
Sounds like a good bargain to me. It'd be bargain for me, but it sounds good. What would you do if you thought you were being too famous? Would you suddenly become very reclusive?
I'd go and take all the stuff back what Chris has robbed from our house, probably while I'm sat here now. And go and buy a chocolate brown Rolls Royce and buy my own hotel so I could just abuse it for the rest of my life, really.
How many hotels is it you've wrecked so far?
Personally, I haven't wrecked any. I'm actually, my name's Normal Noel. I don't actually do any of that nonsense. It's actually Bonehead and our kid who are hooligans. They've wrecked about, 3 or 4.
before.
Yeah, 40 post house is usually the ones that get the brunt of the...
They deserve it.
Oh, totally.
So we've discussed hotels and we've discussed money, so we must now go on to sex. How many offers of free sex have you had recently?
Sex is never free.
Isn't it? You're in the wrong game. You won't get to rock music, man.
Come here.
No, seriously, man.
So, Noel first.
Me?
Yeah.
None.
None?
He said diplomatically.
None at all?
No.
correctly.
I've seen a stream of girls standing over there.
No, I'm paying for them.
Oh, right. Okay. How much sex have you paid for recently then?
Oh, loads.
If you got home and found £1 million body check on your doorstep, what would you do with that?
Hotel furniture.
Hotel furniture?
Yeah, the bill
Spend £1
gonna
million
run up.
on hotel furniture.
Yeah. Well, what planning to do is when we get our first royalty check and we've had a #1 album is to get our own hotel furniture flight case so that we can carry it around to each hotels that we go to and then
A
trash
bit like
it as much
Meccano hotel furniture, you can just deconstruct it every night.
and then we can employ another one of our mates to glue it back together for the next night, you see.
You've obviously got it all planned there.
Well, absolutely.
Creating employment and destructing about on the way.
Creation and destruction, it's beautiful. Noel?
Thank you very
Peter?
much.
Thank you very much.
With the shoe?
I've had enough of nasty things like money, sex and happiness. We're going to go back now to a bit of top quality late night entertainment. Vaughnie?
Thanks, Kat. Now, when I was a lad, my gran used to burn around her manor in a maxi. While my granddad relaxed at home and listened to some jazz. Jazz. So what? So bloody what? So here's Maxi Jazz.
This is called DJ Maxi Jazz from Brixton. We have a thing going on in our town. We call it the B-Funk. Exemplified by my band, the Soul Food Cafe. Come check it out.
Over the last 9 weeks, our groundbreaking They Might Be Giants spot has showcased the cream of the best of the Premier League of new British talent. And this week's no exception. So have this one on us.
I woke up this morning to nothing but pain like a migraine. Blues on my breath again, trying to explain to the lady why I went late. But it was clear she didn't want to hear. She nearly broke the gate when she slammed it. I just don't understand it. I'm reeling, feeling though I need some sexual healing. Still I'm feeling myself for more blows. Ain't that the way it goes? I got it bad and it shows. You know what? I got the blues. Follows me around like a shadow. Living in this town, I may drown or go mad. So I kill fear. I kill it with beer. I appear to be real, but I'm not here. You could say I'm crazy and you wouldn't be far from the truth. The look in my eyes is the proof. You need to walk a mile in my shoes to discover my views, but I refuse to lose. Even though I got the blues.
What would you do?
Yeah, I got the blues.
What would you do?
I got the blues.
What would you do?
I got the blues.
And that's it. That's the end of the series, barring, of course, next week's compilation special. So what are you up to over the summer, chaps?
Well, I'll be getting married to Sue Cook from Crime Watch UK.
Yes, and I'll be going on a fell walking holiday with Hugh Grant.
I'm going badger baiting with Jerry Adams.
Catelyn?
I'll be taking 2 months out to promote my new brand of vegan beers, and then I'll be building kayaks in the Black Country with Gloria Estefan and not the Sisters of Mercy because they're on tour.
I'll be visiting the Edinburgh Royal Military Tattoo with AC/DC and a few girl guides. But in the meantime...
I'm Andrew Collins.
I'm Stu Maconie.
I'm Smiley.
I'm Catelyn Moran.
I'm Johnny Vaughn. That was The Naked City. You've been a marvellous audience. And this is D-Ream.
Learn to talk like me, but be an angel too. But baby, you ain't never gonna feel this way. You ain't never gonna know me like I know you. At least I think I do. And things can only get better. They can only get better if we see them through. That means me and I mean you too. So teach me how things can only get better. They can only get better, better. Come on, Naked City, you gotta party. Let's see your hands. Go ahead. Things can only get, come on, let's say things can only get. Can only get, things can only get, can only get, things can only get, can only get,
Not hippie, just hip. The world's a stage, and that stage is Glastonbury. Watch out for the best bands live and in highlights across the weekend, starting Friday on 4. It's cool to be part of the herd.
Neil learns that the beautiful Alicia might be going to end their relationship, which means he's flying blind. Next.